I'm Liz. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new around here, this is Declutter Discontent, where I help women live fully and freely in Christ by decluttering their hearts and their homes. So you might be wondering, why a video about what to pack in your hospital bag? What does that have anything to do with decluttering? Well, it has everything to do with simple living. So my goal for you is, if you're watching this video, you are most likely pregnant and you are probably getting closer to labor. I spent hours and hours doing research, watching countless YouTube videos. My goal is for you to feel like after you've watched this video, you don't need to watch any other video, because I'm going to share with you a very honest, realistic perspective on if you are planning an unmedicated birth at a hospital. I'm going to share with you what I packed, what I used, what I didn't end up using, and what I would probably pack if I had another baby. So let's jump in. I'm literally going to pull up the Notes app list that I had made almost a year ago. I made this on May 2nd, and then I went into labor on May 19th and then gave birth on May 20th. So let's jump in. I was prepared to go late. I was not mentally prepared to give birth earlier than my original due date, which was May 25th. So my son came 5 days early. A really helpful tip for my doula was to pack 2 bags, labor bag and then a post-labor bag, or in other words, a recovery bag. I'm gonna start with the labor bag and then we'll talk about the recovery bag. I'm just gonna read through what I packed, and then I'll tell you what I used and what I actually didn't end up using. My labor bag was supposed to include protein shakes from my fridge, toiletries, eyeglasses because I wear contacts and glasses, cozy socks, slippers, sandals / shower shoes, massage gun. I've heard that it feels amazing during contractions. If you really need that counter pressure, use a massage gun for like your lower back. A nightlight, snacks, slink wrap, long phone charger, wireless earphones, earbuds, AirPods, Bluetooth speaker, hospital gown, iPad. All right, let me be honest with you. We forgot the protein shakes. I was distraught because of it. I needed protein in my body. We forgot. It was on my list and we forgot. And literally on the drive, I'm like in between contractions and I'm saying, did we bring the protein shakes? We forgot. Oh man, labor was exhausting. And if I would have had more fuel in my body, I think it would have been a little bit more positive. It was still intense, and labor is intense, but gosh, I still think about that often. I'm like, your girl was just straight up hungry and tired. Cozy socks during labor makes no sense. I was barefoot because I was in the shower in the hospital while they were filling up the labor pool or tub. Again, slippers, that was supposed to be in the recovery bag. You don't use that during labor, I guess, unless you're walking around in the hallways. Massage gun, I didn't use it, and I'm sad that I didn't use it because I think that would have been really helpful, because the amount of times that and it's exhausting for the people that are doing the counter pressure as well. So wish I would have used that, but we just honestly forgot that it was in the bag. The night light. If you're in a hospital, just turn off the switches. There's enough little blinking lights to where you can see around the room if you experience labor during the nighttime, but some people experience labor during the daytime. So literally none of us knew how to use it, which was really funny. I could not find my AirPods in my bag, and this is a sign of overpacking. Slink wrap, did not use. Apparently that's a helpful technique that you can do on your stomach. Your doula would probably pack that and have that. And worst case scenario is, if you really want to do that technique, I don't even know what it's called, but I took a birth class and another doula recommended it, and they demonstrated it, and they said you could honestly use a towel. So hospitals have towels. Don't pack a slink wrap. There's no need for that. Long phone charger we did use. Bluetooth speaker, in the moment, we could not connect my phone to the Bluetooth speaker. So I was using the Christian Hypnobirthing app, and I told them just put it on full volume, and it worked, and it was fine. Hospital gown. I bought one off of Amazon, which literally looks like a dress, and it's nursing friendly. It's very cozy. Honestly, I literally just wore it for when I was admitted into the hospital after doing a cervical check, and then literally took it off because they asked me, do you want to go into the shower? Once they moved me from whatever the room's called where you're just like waiting and then you actually have your own room. And so literally wore that for a little bit, and then wore it after I had given birth because I wanted a photo holding Levi. So in my birth plan video, I will share a little bit of what I would have done differently for like post-labor when it comes to like that sort of stuff. But honestly, the hospital will give you a gown. It's not cute, but it gets the job done. I was really concerned about having something that was like very comfortable and not itchy. I don't really think it was necessary. iPad, we did use it, but not during birth. It was post-labor. Comfort shows did not, in fact, bring me any comfort. I literally just used the Christian Hypnobirthing app the entire time that I was laboring. Did not even use my labor playlist that had worship songs. Here's what I packed for my recovery bag. So post-labor, makeup, heating pad, an electric one. I don't even remember why. Oh, because some women experience very intense cramping after birth. Nursing bra, cozy socks, disposable camera, postpartum care kit, the Frida one, which includes a peri bottle and disposable underwear, 2 outfits, like onesies for Levi, a bib, a swaddle, a lounge set for me, a pajama set, and a sleeping mask. Okay, let's break this down. Unmedicated birth. Literally did not once think about putting on makeup. I don't know if that is every woman's experience, but I felt like after giving birth, I felt like I was running on adrenaline. He just woke up from his nap. All right, we're back. All right. Nap time was not as long as we were hoping for. I asked one of the nurses to help me up from the bed because I needed to use the restroom. I literally say, okay, I really want to shower. I just really want to be clean after laboring. And she was like, oh, okay. I said, I really want to shower. And I'm like walking. And as I'm getting closer and closer to the toilet, I'm like, actually, I'm a little lightheaded. I think I should lie down. Did not shower for like the next week. I'm just being honest with you guys, with you ladies. So, makeup bag. All I have to say is, if you're wondering, did Liz do her makeup after giving birth? Take a cute photo? I did not. All my photos are without makeup, and that is okay. Heating pad, didn't use. Maybe it would have been helpful. I just kind of didn't think about it. Forgot about it. Nursing bra, did use that. Cozy socks, did use that. But the hospital also provides some as well. Disposable camera. I got some beef about that. Film is a big thing right now. The whole vintage, blah, blah, blah era. I saw this really sweet birth story on YouTube, and the girl in it said her tip was like, I packed a disposable camera because I really wanted to be present. I didn't want us to have our phones out while taking photos. Really sweet idea. Love the vision. Execution did not work out. When I got the photos developed, out of like 50 photos, 5 of them you can somewhat see, but it's very blurry. It looks vintage, all right. but I think it was a defective camera and I had no idea. So I'm really bummed that the first photo of me holding my newly born son, literally the first time I'm holding him, when they're handing him to me, we caught it on camera with a disposable camera, but it's blurry. All I have to say is disposable cameras, don't do it. What I would do now is I would either buy or borrow someone's Polaroid, but then I would take photos on my phone. It's basically this mini printer that looks like a mini Polaroid, but it connects, it's like a Bluetooth connection to your phone, and you can print mini Polaroids directly from your phone. Do that, because then you get the vintage cute vibes with the actual quality. Okay, moving on. Gosh, you just pulled up on your own. What? What in the world? You just pulled up on your own. That was amazing. Postpartum care kit. I'm pretty sure I packed a couple of the Frida briefs. Those are very comfortable and I love them. You don't need to bring them to the hospital though. The hospital, and I literally saw so many videos that said you don't need to bring any of that care stuff. They will provide disposable underwear, cooling pads, other absorbent pads, etc. You don't need diapers, you don't need wipes. The hospital takes care of all that. The Perry bottle. What's funny about that is I did bring it because it was highly recommended. And one of the nurses even said, like, oh, I love these. That's great that you brought your own. The ones that we give at the hospital, they aren't as good. I literally was holding it while going to the bathroom and I was like, she's telling me that because she's helping me out. And I'm like, I literally said, honestly, I don't even know how to use this thing. And she was like raving about it. So now I know. Sleeping mask, yes. Boppy pillow, yes. Cozy throw blanket, yes. I had bought these pajama sets from Amazon, and I had sized up to what I thought would be the right size, not realizing that the waistband, it wasn't maternity. So just a little tip is think maternity items post-labor, or your nursing hospital gown that I bought. It was cute. And so I would say have one top that you can wear that is so comfortable and still cute enough to wear if you take photos. Okay, I definitely did use my slippers. As soon as I got home, did put them in the wash. Also, in case you were wondering, simple little things like this you're gonna want, like a hair clip, get your hair out of the way, a hair tie, a spa headband. Again, I feel like this specific stuff is very common knowledge, common sense kind of thing, but a water bottle. Something with a straw so that somebody can help you out. Mid-contractions, you can drink some water. Get some liquid IVs from Costco, or there's another brand that's called Element. You need electrolytes, girl. You need electrolytes when you're in labor and post-labor as well. Some people say pack a lot of outfits for your baby in case they poop and pee through them, but he was just sleeping and he was swaddled. So he was just in a diaper and then he was swaddled, in the hospital blankets that they give. So he was cozy, he was fine. We did use one of those outfits for when we took him home. We did bring a blanket for him, which is honestly a mini version of my throw blanket. This material is so cozy and so soft, and now he loves it. So we did use it just for the car seat on the ride home. Bib, people were saying that baby spit up. We in fact did not need a bib for him. He was a newborn. He was barely figuring out how to breastfeed. So Did not need that. We did use two of the swaddles that we packed. He peed through both of them. I guess we didn't put the diapers on the right way. Okay, that ended up kind of being chaotic, but thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'll see you all soon. Bye.